Hi, we're going to learn another tool for making selection. Now, on the toolbar that we have on our left, you're going to find out that we have the Marquee tool, the Lasso tool, and we have the Magic Wand tool. Now, the shortcut is W if you press it in your keyboard. I'm going to go back. Now, how does it work? Now, the first step is to select the Magic Wand and then click the area that you want to select. In my case, I wanted to select the white area. Now, depending on the color that you have selected, some similar colors are going to be selected too. Now, how can you change that? On the top menu, we have something that is called tolerance. I'm getting closer now. Depending on the number that you have right here, is the range of numbers pixels that are going to be selected. Now, if I press tolerance and I lower the number to 10, let me go back again. I'm going to deselect. Remember that for deselecting, you have to press Command D if you have a Mac, Control D if you have a PC. Now, I'm going to select it right now. And as you can see, this area is no longer selected, or this area. That means that I can continue selecting the white area that I prefer. Now, on the top menu, we have the same options that we had in Marquee tool. That means this is for a new selection. The second one is for adding another selection. This one is for subtracting a selection, and this one is for an intersection. Now, how can I consider to select this area? Well, the best option is the second one. As you can see, my Magic Wand has already a plus sign. So, if I click it here, I'm going to add the areas that I want. Now, as this toy has already some shadow right here, the software is not considering it as a white color, okay? So as you can see, it's not exactly like the best tool to make a selection. It works only if you have some uniform color, or for example, if you have like a really solid color for the background, okay? Now, what else do we have right here? Continuous is going to select all the colors similar to the area where you click. For example, here I have yellow. I'm going to deselect just to make an example about it. I'm going to select this area, and as you can see, it's going to select all the yellow similar where I did click. Now I can click here again, and it's going to be growing, okay? Now, sample all layers is going to be applied when you are using layers. In this case, I'm not using any layer at all. I'm using the background picture only. Now, I'm going back to show the entire picture, Command 0, as we used to do in Illustrator. And now what we have. So, we have the complete picture. If I want to select something, I'm going to select blue. Take a look at how it gets so small right here, some dots. It seems that it's not working, the number that I have as tolerance. So, I'm going to change it. Command D. I'm going to use probably 30. And it looks better. But even though I am missing one spot, and take a look to the corner. So quick selection is not so useful if you have shadows and you have different midtones in a picture. Okay? But it's going to be useful for make a selection, a quick selection. Now, what can I do with the selection? I can erase it, or I can change the color. Press Command U. I'm going to change the tone. For example, right now I'm going to change it into purple, pink. Okay. Now, as this is a selection, I can erase it, I can transform it, and I can apply color. Now, to deselect, it works the same way as Lasso tool and Marquee tool. Command D. Now, let's go to another picture. I already have the 3 images open, but you can find them in the link below. Now, we have this beautiful girl and we have this background. We're going to learn another tool. If we come here where you have the Magic Wand tool, we're going to find out the Quick Selection tool. Please select it. This one works really similar to the Magic Wand tool, but it goes really fast, as the video that is shown right here. How does it work? Okay, I'm going to select the size. The difference that we have between the tolerance in Magic Wand and the Quick Selection tool is that we're going to define the size of the brush. Let me get closer so you can take a look. Here you can define the size of the brush. I am moving it so you can take a look how it's changing, okay? Hardness is going to mean, if you leave it in 100, it's going to be hard in the way you're making the selection. And if you go to 0, it's going to be really soft, okay? Here you can see the difference, how it's changing. Hardness in 0, hardness in 100. Spacing is the distance that you're going to have from the click to the area that is around. And the image that we have right here is going to define how do we want the shape of the brush. If we want to have it like an ellipse or we want to have it like a circle. Okay? Now, I'm going to change the size of the brush. We have the 3 same options that we have in Marquee tool and in Image One tool. It means like new selection, if we want to add or if we want to remove. Okay? Now, let's see how it works. I'm going to come here and I'm going to start moving my mouse and I'm going to be able to do the selection of the girl. Okay, let me go back so I can show you the complete image of the girl. And as you can see, it's really fast. The selection, depending of course on the size of the brush, is how it's going to be done. So I'm selecting here, selecting. I'm going to change it, let's see, instead of 62, probably, let's see, 68. Now you have it here. You can press. And here it goes. My computer is like going really slow right now, but I hope your computer doesn't. So I have already the selection of the girl. Let's see which area I'm missing. Okay, so I have already the girl. Now, as we are learning how to do selection, right now, if I want to change the girl, for example, in color, let's try hue and saturation again. Command U. Remember that you can change the saturation if you want to have really bright colors, or lightness if you want her to be like a ghost. Let me put it again 0, so it's like the normal way it used to be. Or you can press Option or Alt in your keyboard and it's going to come to reset. And I can change the color right here. For example, she can be sick like an alien or something like that. Now, maybe this is not exactly what I want to select. I'm going to press Cancel. Now, if I go here to the top and I select Inverse or Shift Command I, I'm going to select the background. Now I can do a change. Command U again, and I can change for the color that I prefer. Now, Quick Selection tool is going to do a quick selection. What does that mean? I'm going to deselect. If I come closer to the girl, I'm going to find out that here we have 2 spaces, and you can have the blue color at the back. So it doesn't mean that it's like the best selection to do, like the best tool to use, but it's going to be really fast. Now, I'm going to the 3rd image. This is small dog. It seems like my Chai, my dog. Now, as we can see, using the quick selection tool, I can press and it can go all around her. You know, it's going to be really fast. Depending how I press the mouse is how it's going to be done the selection. Now, sometimes it's going to select more area like it did right here. So you may say, oh man, I'm losing all my time in this. No, you're not. Press Command D. At the top menu, you can have this tool in Magic Wand too. I'm going to get closer so you can take a look to it. You have something that says Select Subject. So please click it, let the computer make the work. I'm going back, and guess what? It made all the selection quick and easy. So it means that I can change the color again, for example. I can make it green, purple, red, okay? But as I told you before, this is not the best option to make a selection. Why? Because we missed some hair right here, you see? But it's a really easy one to use. Now, we don't want to have bad quality. We're going to learn, of course, another tools to make it better. But for you to know how to use the quick selection tool, I guess this is a good video for a starter. Now, if you have any questions or comments, let me know. Remember that this is made for you, and we're going to learn a lot. See you then. Take care. Bye-bye.